Happy Halloween. It's good to see you again, guys.
Booga booga!
Whoa!
You guys scared the heck out. When I walked in and saw those masks, that was unbelievable. You get it?
Hang on. What's that?
That's a great one.
I got to do my Irish. They're always after me, Lucky Charms.
There is a guy at the end of the bar who I thought was dressed up, and he's really not.
No.
No, I swear to God, because it's like for pop culture, a lot of people are dressing up like Duck Dynasty.
Yeah.
This guy on the end, I thought was trying to be funny and dress up like Duck Dynasty.
No.
He's
No,
really.
he's
That's
here.
the look he's pulling for.
That's his deal.
That's his deal.
Yeah.
So what's up, fellas? Good to see you.
How are you?
I'm good.
People probably wondering why I'm in the middle today. Well, you know why I'm in the middle? Because when you sit over there, you get all this stuff.
You couldn't even see me.
I couldn't even stand myself. I couldn't even stand looking at myself. I looked like an old freaking man.
Imagine how we feel.
Oh, man. You're not telling me that now. Now I realize I have a couple of gullets working. Well, I have it covered up by the beard quite a bit.
Yeah.
But good thing you can't see the back of my head because it's like there's a pack of hot dogs back there.
So I see you wearing your Braves hat today. World Series last night, Boston gets it done, 6 games.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. I'll be honest with you. I did not see last. I went to go see Gravity after you told me not to.
Yeah.
And you were absolutely right.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
I didn't say not to.
Well, he did.
Well, I said, if you miss it, you're not missing anything. I said, if you
I will
go,
say
it's
this,
okay.
She looked good. She did look good.
Yeah.
In her little outfit underneath the thing, floating around space.
With her little Mo Howard haircut.
She looked good. But
Yeah.
the movie was stupid as all hell. I mean, the movie was stupid to hell. I wish I'd have stayed home.
No, the movie's her floating around space.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then you have George Clooney, who drifts away in space, which I stood up and clapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
I kept thinking he was going to come knocking on the window.
I did too. I did too. I was so disappointed.
You expected well, help. Well, help.
It's like the movie, remember the movie Pearl Harbor?
I do.
Where Ben Affleck crashes in the middle of the ocean, and you're like, thank God they
Yeah.
killed freaking Affleck.
Right.
2 hours later in the movie, he shows up. You're like, wait a second. What's he doing here? So I missed the game. I came home, I saw the last couple outs. I hate to see the people of Boston celebrate.
So
And
did I.
that's the problem,
So did
because
I.
I don't
So
you
did I.
see a guy at the bar wearing the Red Sox outfit.
Right.
He's kind of like a microcosm
He's a
of
post.
them.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
If they're impossible to like,
No, I
but the
am.
team
I mean,
itself.
yeah. No, I.
But the team itself is a
I-
likable group
I was
of
really
guys.
disappointed because I wanted to like that team.
Right.
I've just known so many despicable people that it's from that. I mean,
with
just what I mean, it's a tough town to like. People are strange, like this guy at the bar.
He's very strange. He's
Very.
been drinking since about 7 a.m.
That's
Who
Boston.
has?
That's Boston.
It's okay. He's an electrician. So if shit goes wrong, just give him a call.
Oh, look, doing his Atlanta East show, Steak Shapiro.
Hey, yeah,
talking
Steak
about
Shapiro
Boston
doing his-
right
yeah, how
there.
you doing?
Hey, Steak,
Thanks for coming down, buddy. Good to see you.
how are you?
Man, I haven't
Good
had
to
a chance
see
to
you.
him in a little while.
All right, good luck.
All
yeah.
right.
Give the chef a fist bump. That's cool. All right.
So, the
Tell
best-
him I want a nice brisket.
either one of those teams were deserving. And I think the biggest baseball news here locally is Philadelphia offer Roger McDowell a deal. Mm-hmm. He's going to end up leaving.
Yeah.
He's going to end up leaving because
Yeah.
the Braves don't want to pay him.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I'm serious. He's
Yeah.
going.
It's just such a shame, with the Braves and that whole situation with Liberty Media.
It's a mindset of the organization.
organization.
Yeah.
And you feel like you're being taken over the coals by a couple of guys who are in it for themselves, Terry McGurk and John Schules. I mean, they're getting theirs.
That's who you should have been for Halloween, is Sherholtz.
How could I shrink like that?
Huh?
How could I shrink like that?
You're too big in stature.
Yes, I am. I stand tall.
Plus, he can't pull off the suspenders look.
No, and I refuse to wear a bow tie.
Yeah.
I refuse to wear a bow tie.
That's typically a sign that a guy's a douchebag.
Isn't it?
but I
You
kinda
know what?
like John
Why is
Sherlock,
Ernie Johnson wearing a bow tie?
He did
on that?
once.
No, every night now. Every night for a year.
Don't
every
tell
night.
me that, because I like Dark.
No, I know it. No, I know it. I want to say, Bernie, what are you doing with the bow tie? Stop it. And then he's going to say something of like it's about a tribute to somebody who's passed or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm going to
yeah.
feel terrible.
Well,
you
Guy
know?
Sharp, we all feel bad about that.
Yeah, we do.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think Glavine or Smoltz would have any interest? I know Smoltz has got his broadcast thing going on.
I don't think so.
Do you think either one of them would
No,
have any
I don't
interest?
think.
coming
Well,
back?
the only one I would want to have an interest is Smoltz.
Yeah.
What kind of knowledge could Glavine impart? Do you think?
Glavine's a pretty smart pitcher because he didn't have the best stuff in the world.
No. He certainly found the formula, and he followed it. You had the control to follow it. You got to give him credit.
Budweiser,
But I don't
is
see.
that his formula?
I just don't see him just being that deep into the pitching game and into the game of baseball.
Maddox would be ideal, but he's playing golf again. He's done.
He could care less.
Never seen that guy again.
He did his thing. Now he's moving. All right.
gone.
He's somewhere doing complex math.
Like, everybody thinks that.
Counting money.
Everybody thinks that.
Abacus.
Everybody thinks that Schuholz got him. Schuholz didn't get him. The Yankees offered him more money. He chose us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So here's the guy. He doesn't care about that. So as far as coming back and being a pitching coach, I don't think.
It's either it was him or Bonds, right? At the time, Bonds ended up going to San Francisco. We ended up getting
Right.
yeah. If Bonds would end up coming here, it would have been a completely different story.
Right.
I still wouldn't have liked him. He's just an impossible human being to like.
You know what's amazing now, though, is you look at the mentality of the Braves organization, the whole organizational mentality. And, people make fun of Ted Turner for his days when he was in Atlanta. He did some goofy stuff.
Yeah.
But he
did
did
a little bit goofy.
Yeah, but he did.
One
One thing about when Ted was here, we knew that he really wanted to win.
Sure.
And now I just don't think they give a rat's ass.
No, I think they're in it for they've got their years measured. They know how much they're going to take out of the organization. They know how many years they've got to do this, and they could care less about winning the whole thing and going for it.
You're talking about ownership. Let me ask you guys a question. Most people in any walk of life that are successful, and Arthur Blank's been successful everywhere he's gone, and he wants to win. You said, Ted Turner wants to win. Arthur wants to win,
Yeah,
right?
Right.
Typically what successful people do, they learn from their mistakes.
Sure.
Do you think that he knows that somewhere along the line that there's been a couple missteps here, a couple missteps there? Do you think he can identify what they are?
You know what? That's what scares me, Hans. I don't think so. And I was a big Arthur fan. I'm still a big Arthur fan. I mean, I may be wrong, but I thought he did have that innate ability to recognize the good guys from the bad guys and to be able to understand when something was working or not working, even though he's never been in the game of football. I mean, if you've got a keen eye, you realize when something's working. I'm not talking about a specific play. I'm not talking about a specific
there we go.
play. This man's drunk.
There's Red Sox stuff right there.
Go over there and say hello to Steak.
You know what? He flipped over a car not more than 5 minutes ago. That's the way those Boston fans are.
He just walked right into that wall.
He just flipped over Patterson's car in the parking lot.
And now
he's a Red Sox fan.
And now he's in the ladies' room.
Yeah.
God almighty.
Those socks.
My God, dude.
No, but I mean, you wrote a song, or somebody wrote a song, and we're going to hear a little bit later on about the Falcons and some of their.
I just heard a rumor, and I'm not sure who it is because I haven't even seen him. But one of our old friends is here. One of our old friends.
Are you kidding me?
Back from, as they say, back from the day.
You're not going to rise up for Dooley, are you?
Huh? No, not going to do standing up for Dooley. No.
Who we got?
A dude wearing a cowboy hat over there. I can't
Really?
really see his face. He's got his face in that glass over there, and I can't really tell who he is.
Oh, that freaking guy?
Yeah.
No, don't have him.
Oh, okay.
No, he
We'll hear him
scares me.
before. We'll hear him before we get out of here.
Yeah,
But
we'll get.
I go back to that Thursday night game last week. That was the first time I've gotten to watch Carolina, play all season long.
Right.
And they've been so shitty for so long that they've been able to accumulate a lot of talent.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, they've completely leapfrogged the Falcons in the division.
Oh, easily.
I mean, they are going up, and we're going the opposite direction.
You know what, guys? To me, it's kind of like a cumulative effect of all the years that we've been doing this, which, as you know, I've been railing against all these years. And I just think it just adds up. When you're not a physical football team in a physical game, you're not going in the right direction. I mean, there are so many teams that have passed us in that category right now, including Carolina. Certainly, New Orleans always has been, since Smitty's been here. Seattle, of course. San Francisco, of course. Baltimore, of course, which were before. I mean, but how do you compete? And think about what we've got over the next 3. We've got Carolina Sunday. We've got Seattle coming here. Then we're at Tampa. And then we've got another big.
Does it
then we
matter?
got New Orleans.
I'm not even
Then
counting.
we got New
I'm
Orleans
not
here.
even counting the Tampa win at this point.
Yeah.
No.
You can't.
No.
And you talk about Carolina. I mean, since it's Halloween, how scary would it be if Carolina was deeper at receiver?
If they had one other guy, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, holy smokes.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, they're Cam. He gets. We talked about him a little bit when we did our last show. He gets a bad rap. I think he kind of handles himself the wrong way with the whole Superman first down nonsense.
I hate the first down thing.
Yeah, it is pretty ridiculous. But apparently, the guys feed off of that.
Yeah. Speaking of that, One thing I wanted to talk about, because this is driving me nuts yesterday, they started talking about this whole Golden Tate taunting penalty thing.
Oh, he was waving at the guy?
Yeah, and they're talking about introducing a new rule, and some people are talking about taking 7 off the board. I believe it should be situational. But what do you guys think about that?
Well, I think, first of all, I think about that particular move in that game. That was Bush League. That was Little League. That was stupid. It was disappointing. I don't care what side you're on. It was just disappointing to the game of football. It was Bush.
Mike Wilbon yesterday had an idea. I thought it was pretty good. He said, let them take the points. He said, but the next time they get the football, you start at the 5-yard line.
Right.
He said, so you got 52 guys, including the coaching staff, that want to kick your ass.
Right.
Wow. That's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I was just
That would
wondering.
be
really
the worst.
penalize him.
You know,
Right,
go back to the
right,
sidelines
right.
like, uh-oh. Look,
Yeah.
nobody would do it.
I mean, that was just so Bush. It had no creative content, whatever. It had nothing except that was just it was just Bush League.
Well, here's what I recommend. Now, when that happened, the play was still in progress. It was not a dead ball
Right,
penalty.
right.
So why do they get the points and then they have it assessed on the kickoff?
I agree, especially when all kickoffs go out the end zone anyway.
Right. Now, if he crosses the goal line, then it becomes a dead ball penalty. It's a whole different ball
I
game.
agree.
So I would like to, I mean, I don't think you take the ball all the way back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe you call it a spot foul and mark 15 yards from where the
Right.
taunting occurred.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
You know, it's Merriweather, the guy, the safety for Washington, where he came out earlier this week. He's apologized for his comments. He says, "Look, I'll just start ending guys' careers and taking out some
Right.
knees as opposed to hitting the head."
Yeah.
And they asked Keyshawn Johnson about it, and Keyshawn Johnson, big dude, right? You
Yeah.
know, all-pro receiver for years in the league. He said, "I've never been concussed. I've never torn a lead ligament." He said, "But hit me anytime you want up above the waist." He
Right.
said, "But don't mess with my money.
Right.
Don't mess with my money."
Well, that's the whole
And
deal.
You know what?
Yeah.
At the skill position, I agree with him.
In fact, I think I was reading that. It was probably the same. I forgot who it was, but it was probably the same. And it says, all right, if you're going to start calling that Bush stuff on me up top,
Yeah.
he said, I'll start going low
Yeah.
and see how the league likes that. I mean, you start
Well,
taking
you've been
out a
going
couple
low
of
for
guys. You
years.
just a couple of guys,
Right in the rickets. Yeah.
but never lower than I am right now.
You never know what tomorrow could bring.
Yeah, I never know.
I mean,
And
tomorrow's the
see,
calendar's flipping. It's a new month.
I thought I reached the depths.
You know what?
But it wasn't even close to being with you.
You know
two
what? A lot of
guys.
people don't recognize when they bottom out.
No.
And the fact that you have, that means that you have a chance. You know?
I'm gonna climb my
hug
way.
you.
I'm gonna. No, don't hug me. No, come on.
fight.
No, don't hug
Don't
me.
you fight me.
Come on.
Don't fight.
Don't hug
Don't
me.
do
Oh,
this.
come on.
Don't fight.
Freaking guys.
I
hugging
love
me.
you,
Come on.
you old
I've
bastard.
actually never seen Bo get a hug.
Stop. Will you please?
Not from a man, a woman, or anything.
Sorry about the beer dandruff.
Chopper won't even hug me.
Chopper wants nothing to do with this. Chopper can't stand you. He looks every time I come over. He just looks at me like, "Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Leave the door open. I'll fend for myself. Something." Make something happen. We went to go see the shitty movie last night, so I didn't get to see the Hawks.
Oh, you stop it.
I taped the Hawks.
Yeah.
I know you watched them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch them when I get home tonight. What do you think?
No, great effort. We are what we are. We're first of all, we're playing basketball. For basketball guys, if where you couldn't watch before, you couldn't even watch the Hawks before. Now you can watch them. Now you can get something out of it. Now you see what we're trying to do and see what we're trying to get accomplished, and you pay tribute to the game. But we don't have enough parts.
Well, I read your
we
article.
we just
Did you read it in the men's room in there?
the
or-
best thing.
Yeah.
It's posted in the men's room.
I know it is.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
I'm very proud of that.
Actually, I was in there taking a whiz, and I had it was about a 5-minute whiz, so I was able to get through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw what you wrote about that. So you actually feel like we're okay on the coaching end of things, but now we're taking a step back just purely from the
Well,
talent.
no, to totally build it from
Yeah,
the ground
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Now, we got some nice pieces. Boy, everybody wants
Well, we've
Millsap
always
on
had
it.
a couple of
Everybody
nice
wants
pieces.
Horford on their team. Guys like that. Jeff Teague playing for his life in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And he came out with a big game. He had about 24, 25 points, 12 assists.
Yeah.
And,
heard he played well.
and they really like Schroeder. Danny Ferry, I think, has made it pretty apparent that he doesn't like Teague's game. And they love Schroeder, and after all, they drafted him, so he's their guy. So there's going to be a competition.
Well, I think Danny Ferry's a fakealist, so we're even.
He might be.
Anyway,
He might be.
he's a dookie, man. He's always going to get that from me, being a Carolina guy.
Last night, Miami, they were playing on the second night of back-to-back. And so Wade doesn't play.
Right.
They go to Philadelphia, who's supposed to be the worst team in the NBA. Philadelphia beats them by 10.
Yeah.
You think they just caught him by surprise?
No.
Or you think if Wade doesn't play, this is going to be a problem?
No, I think it definitely if Wade doesn't play, it's about I think he's undervalued around the league and with fans.
But I mean, is it finally his style of play catching up to him? I mean, he's.
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah.
he's banged himself up. He just spends more time on the floor than anybody in the league. But the thing is, I think if we were looking, in fact, I said to myself when I saw the score, I said, I should have seen that coming. Play the night before. It's the home opener at your place. It's the ring ceremony. It's all that stuff. It's all the parties that were planned afterwards. It was getting into Philly at 3 a.m. in the morning. All that stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, Philly really had, I think, an emotional edge in that game.
Did you watch that first game against Chicago?
Yeah.
They just destroyed them.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely destroyed them.
Well, we're still pretty far away from Derrick Rose finding his game, getting his game back. What was good to see though is his athleticism. He still had the same burst. He still had the same ups. He seemed to be the same guy. He just wasn't sharp.
It's good to see Mary again. I haven't seen Mary in a while. She looks good.
You know who does? She's wearing that Halloween shirt that really shows off her pumpkins.
There they are right there.
There you go.
We'll get Mary over here in just a little bit.
Yeah, we'll compare.
I'm as happy as a little girl.
She caught a glimpse of that. Now she's on the age, right?
She
Now you got no chance.
She moved to the other side of the table because she knew I had a good side boob shot. So now it's done for me.
Bo, you going to Georgia, Florida this year? You gonna
I don't think.
go hit the head? The
No, I
trail
don't think.
teams?
I don't think. I've been so many times, and it's fun. It's great. It's a lot of fun. I like to go to St. Simon's and hang out, and then go down the morning of the game. But no.
Yeah.
No.
With that being said, I'm going to watch it on my television on CBS at 3:30. I think Georgia wins. I mean, as bad as Georgia is, I just don't. I think Florida's just
Really?
really decimated.
You know what I would?
They get Gurley back.
hope so. I would hope so.
Yeah. Muschamp's such a blank hole.
I know, but I just didn't. That's a rough defensive squad they got down there. You know what I mean? And we're missing, some of your offensive players, your point makers. I think
Anybody know the
Florida-
number?
I don't know. I can look it up for you if you'd like.
No, that's okay. We can just pretend.
Oh, I know who that is now.
Oh,
That's Davy Crockett Crandall over there.
Davy Crockett
Yeah.
Crandall.
Yeah.
Where's he been?
I don't know. Right now he's sitting over there looking like he's about into his cups for a couple hours.
He said he was here before that Blaze Red Sox.
Davy, you want some coffee?
He came with Shapiro. Yeah. Hey, Dave. Okay, well, in a minute we'll try and get his head out.
All right, yeah.
His head's on the
Okay.
table, but we'll try to get him.
Is he always double fist? Always two
Yeah,
drinks?
yeah,
Yeah, he
Yeah.
double fists all the time, and sometimes his drinks.
yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I heard that I've been reading some stuff on the internet that he's still out there doing some writing, so maybe I don't know.
Really?
Yeah,
Good,
yeah.
good, good.
Yeah. Great singer-songwriter.
You guys have any plans for Halloween tonight?
Yeah, get all the kids, coming over to my house.
Do you, because I know you decorate the house year round for Halloween.
Oh, yeah, you
but
should
do
see it.
I know.
Oh,
but
it's
do
a spectacle.
Do you give your kids candy or?
I get the kids candy. I got 2 big bowls of candy.
They got a
But
bunch
more-
of candy here.
But more importantly, I've
Yeah.
got spiders.
Real ones?
I've got limbs, human limbs.
Yeah.
Spread.
That
around.
old chestnut.
I've got Uncle Edgar coming out of the ground.
Yeah.
I told him 5 years ago I thought I saw the coffin move. No one believed me.
Oh, see, that's
and
the
here
way
he
it
is.
starts.
He's coming out of the ground.
You know what you should really do? Just scare the hell out of all these kids. Just stand at the door and just say, no, just come on in. Just come on in. The candy's inside.
The candy is in the basement.
The candy's inside. You scare the hell out of some kids that way.
Talk like Vincent Price. The candy is in the basement. Yeah, it's my Uncle Teeny Boy's coming over today. So he's going to come over. He likes to come over to entertain the kids. Technically speaking, not supposed to be within 30 feet of them. But, he likes to wear the costume and go stand out in the porch. It's fun. It's fun for everybody.
It does sound like a lot of fun.
This year, I usually bring out the old ghillie suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get out the old sniper ghillie suit, and I get down in the front yard and put that sucker on. Killed the lady last year when there was a heart attack. So this year decided...
She bringing her granddaughter to trick-or-treating?
Yeah, and I had the ghillie suit on. They didn't know anything. I jumped up and went, hey!
And she keeled over.
And she went... And so it's just been recommended that I take the year off from doing that.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, good. It's good for humankind.
Hey, old broad.
Edward, don't leave that last piece of pizza. Knock it back.
Actually, I have a very special plan for Halloween tonight, but I can't disclose it
No?
because it's for a very special person who's having a birthday Saturday, Patterson. So I'm taking him and my lady, and we're going down there to give him a little treat.
This sounds scary.
Yeah, it's a little scary. I can't.
Happy birthday.
I can't disclose any of what we're. I want him to be surprised, so I can't disclose any of what we're going to be doing on Metropolitan Avenue. I said too much already. Okay, I'm just going to back out.
You know your way around there.
You're like Kenny Powers.
Yeah.
You're like Kenny Powers.
Do you like that show?
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
Yeah. But, it took a while.
Okay.
It took,
I'll give it another try.
But now the repartee between Kenny Powers and the guy he's got that follows him around all over the place is just.
Now, does he still play or is he retired?
No, he's still playing somewhere, I think. I haven't seen it lately. I haven't seen it for a few weeks.
Thanks for the update.
Yeah. Well, you know me.
That's what you
Anything,
do.
You tuned in, man.
Anything you want to know about pop culture,
Yeah.
I'm your boy.
Pop culture or computer hardware? He's the guy. He's the guy you want to talk to.
Now, out of all the teams this year, you got to see what FSU did, right?
Yeah.
And they got Miami this week.
Yeah.
Did you see the number on this game? Miami, Florida State?
No.
Either one of you guys?
I haven't seen it.
It's the biggest spread between two teams in the top 10 in the history of college spreads.
Wow.
Really? How
Florida
much?
State, what do you think they're favored by?
4.5.
22 and a
I
half.
was going to say 17, but it's 22.
and a half.
Ooh.
22 and a half.
You know-
Miami's won like 4 in a row in the last minute. And you've seen Miami. They're good, but they don't belong in the same field with Florida State.
It'd be tough to play that game. I mean, as a bettor,
It's
it'd be
in
tough to
Tallahassee.
play. I mean, that sounds right.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
what I
Yes.
think. Florida State.
But if you're a betting guy, usually
Sounds right. You just thought it was 4.
No, but because of the way you were bringing it up, I
sold
you know,
it.
so- But I thought it was FSU would rock and roll in this game. There's just too much overall team speed, too much going on.
You know, that kid.
And Stephen Morris, he still has. He really has never developed into really.
I tell you what, he throws the deep ball as well as
Yeah,
anybody
he
in
does
college
do that.
football.
He does
I
do
mean,
that.
he can
He does do
freaking
that.
sling it. But as far as his decision making,
Yeah,
I mean, he's
no.
not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Right.
But this Jameis Winston, I forgot the big guy, the wide receiver's name, number 1. I forgot his damn name, Kelvin something. That dude is an animal. They've got
Yeah.
2 wide receivers that are like 6'4", and then the quarterback, he's got
Right.
pinpoint accuracy.
Right.
He can throw the ball 70 yards on a
Right.
dime. He can make plays with his feet.
All kinds of moxie.
Their offensive line are just animals.
Right.
You know,
No,
I appreciate what Oregon does.
Right.
If Oregon can
I'd
get by
love to see
Stanford,
that. I would love to
but
see
if
it.
you had to pick right now between
Right.
Oregon and Florida State,
Oregon's a pretender.
I agree. I think Florida State gives Alabama the better game and could maybe even win that.
No doubt about it.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Don't forget, Georgia had a beat a year ago.
If you're Bobby Bowden, they brought him out there the other day, right, to do the spear and throw it
Right,
down.
yeah.
Bobby Bowden did it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
He's his
smokes.
first time
They-
back.
I got to YouTube that.
Oh, they caught him. They scored a touchdown. They played NC State. It was 35-0 in the first quarter.
Got himself in the foot, did he?
Dag nabbit.
Hiya, whoa!
They showed him, and he looked like he just was pissed. Like every time they scored, it's like he's saying to himself, this should be my team. Like he
Right.
really can't get over it.
No,
Yeah,
I
and they
can't.
forced him out.
Yeah.
But let me ask you guys this: if he stayed, there's no way they have the team they have now.
I don't
He
know.
didn't run its course.
I don't know. Maybe. But you know what? You can run. Everybody says that about a coach or a GM, you know, they have that flurry and says this guy's the greatest, and he's run his course. But you know what? That's just the normal flow of any particular competitive sport. You have ups and downs, and you have good years and bad years, and there really is a rhythm to it. Yeah, I think Bobby Bowden, you know, never lost that ability, especially to select the right guys around him, because you know that's really what he was all about.
That was a weird situation, though, wasn't it?
It was terrible.
Because you're watching those games when he was in his last days, and you're not really seeing him do anything different.
He was
Right.
forced out. And they basically told him to take a hike.
I still look at Jimbo like one of those eyes. You know what I mean? I mean, I still can't totally accept it. First of all, he's tough to accept as a football coach, looking like that and all, like a railroad conductor.
It's
But
disconcerting.
when I see him, I give him one of those. You know,
If you were a player, you would be reticent to go to practice. You'd be reticent. You know, it's disturbing.
They're good, though. I didn't want to give them any credit because, you know, every year they shit the bed in a game. But they don't seem like they're that kind of team this year.
No,
I mean,
and
they
especially
really don't.
Especially because of Jameis.
Oh, he's incredible.
Wow.
You know, I mean,
They
they
say he'd be-
feed off his moxie.
They say he'd be the #1 pick if he could come out.
We'll
If he
see,
could
though.
come
A
out.
couple of weeks ago, I didn't think anybody could beat Clemson. So we'll see. I don't know. I really
How
thought
great
Clemson was that good.
How great was that? They drag it on ABC and ESPN and
Right.
Disney. You know, on the bus, they drive the bus around. You know,
Howard's Rock.
They come down the hill. They
Yeah.
hit the rock. They take a break. Then they go, and then they come out and they fumble the first play.
Exactly.
I mean, I was so glad to
Right.
see them not just lose, but get their ass whooped.
Right.
And then Dabo comes out afterward and says, well, you know, if we played them 10 times, we'd probably win 5, and they win 5.
Now,
I don't think they're that much better than
I
us.
respect him as a coach a lot. I can't stand him, though, personally.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him, you know, just take one for the team. And I mean small caliber.
He is.
I don't know, but he has what you want out of a coach, though.
I don't know. You want that?
I want a coach that has some balls.
Yeah, but I mean, do you have to look so silly?
No, you don't have to look so silly.
You
He
know?
didn't have balls and not look silly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
You know, you want a coach with balls. You don't want him running around the field with him hanging out.
I like, you know, look a little more like Ditka, would you?
Yeah, well, that'd be nice.
You
How
know.
about, you know, that same day, we had a chance to spend a couple of weeks, just your guy, Connor Shaw, against Missouri, going on the road. And just the whole team was defeated.
Yeah.
And just him being out there
Right,
making
right,
plays
right.
made the defense
Yeah.
better. And then that poor kicker misses the field goal.
You know what's a shame?
There's
Is
a
that-
lot that's a shame, Bo. Where do you want me to start?
No, hey.
One of many things. Just give us one.
Listen, you
for
want
now.
me to start?
Well, yeah.
No, you know what's a shame is that we're never going to see Connor Shaw again. I mean, you can't really appreciate that level of competitiveness and toughness and overachievement and what that guy brings to the game. I mean, that's fun to see. That's part of the
Is
game.
he dead?
That's part of. No.
Why am I never going to see him again?
They took
Something
him,
happened to
they
him?
took him in a cab over to Jersey.
Oh, poor Connor.
It's a horrifying Halloween scoop.
What
Right
I
here on this
understand, I think he's
broadcast.
going to play this weekend.
No,
So he'll be back.
I mean, he's not going to play in the league, so we're not going to see him. We're not going to be able to appreciate his competitiveness.
He'd be a hell of an analyst in sports talk radio. Never have to worry about him being late for
know
a 6
what?
a.m. show.
You know, well, the only thing I have left is Saturday, so he can come in and take that.
All right.
Ay, caramba. I'm sorry to hear that, Paul.
Yeah, well,
I know. I'd do it too, but I'm afraid I'd get something.
I love this man. I love that man.
why don't you go get Davey?
I don't have the strength.
Why don't you get Davey?
I've been doing this juicing thing. I don't
Hey,
know. if
Davey!
All right. You want me to get him? Oh, this is
We gotta do this. We gotta do this.
Cool him talking about juicing. He's not juicing.
I'm gonna keep the seat warm for Davey while he's on his way
That's
over.
ridiculous.
Oh! Oh, jeez.
I know it's the beer that did it. Isn't
Oh,
it?
man.
I thought Davey exploded.
Do you have any idea
God.
what you're going to get for your birthday? It sounds like some freaky sexual shit.
I
to
have
me.
no idea, but I am terrified. Downright
If
terrified.
he asked you to wear a mask with a red rubber ball, run.
Hey, as far as I know, I drove here. I can leave him here.
I would strongly consider that. He fit in. They are going to get wild here tonight.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Oh man, this is the place to be for Halloween.
Well, as far
Oh,
as I
yeah.
know,
I
Davey's
mean, it really
already,
is.
Davey's already cleaned them all the way out of Wild Turkey on his own, so I gotta win in.
So how do you feel about your Red Sox win last night? Was it pretty good?
I'm happy about it.
Are you? Are you from Boston?
No, I'm from the Outer Banks, actually. I grew up hating the Yankees, so I love the Red Sox.
Well, that must be nice.
Exactly.
See, the Outer Banks doesn't have a team, so you can just choose from
Right.
amongst the other 32 teams out there.
He was
Who you
thinking
wanna-
even of going like to the British Isles, but he didn't like Manchester United. You
Well,
know.
they're a bunch of prima donnas.
Yeah, they are. It's like Sigma Chi guys. You know what I mean?
Oh, they're the worst.
So he brought it back home.
Yeah.
Decided to hate the Yankees.
That's good. So who's your basketball team?
Basketball, well, I do try to go in-state from where I'm from, so Bobcats hoping to get the Hornets' name back. I know they've already started paperwork on that.
Yeah,
so
I think they're going to get that back.
I
'Cause
certainly think
Bob's
we should.
gone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of lost the team because it took crooked practices. So, and now that New Orleans is the Pelicans, that team name is up in the air. So I think they're going to get it back.
I kind of like that logo, the new Pelican logo. It's not bad. Not that you would have any idea what it looks like.
You know what? I thought it was the best Pelican logo I've ever seen.
When they said they were
I
going to
mean,
be the
I've
Pelicans,
seen
I
some
said, I can't
pretty
wait to see
crummy
this rendition.
Pelican logos. I was not
Larry?
expecting a lot. That was great.
Well, I said the same thing about the Thunder. I thought that's the dumbest team name I've ever heard, but now it's kind of stuck.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's my cue.
Davey.
Hey man, how you guys doing?
How you? Where you been? Davey,
Hey,
you gotta chew up here.
Hey man, how are y'all doing?
Good. How are
Doggone it.
you?
I'm doing pretty good. I want to thank the people here at Bradley's for letting me sleep in the car last night out here in the lot.
They didn't bother you?
We've been having some, me and some of the boys on the road have been having some trouble with expenses. And so last night, I had to stay in the car, and I woke up this morning and I was a little bit fuzzy, you know,
Really?
because I got tore up last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so I got the tubes mixed up, and I grabbed the Preparation H, and I got the tubes mixed up, and I don't feel no better down there. It's got the toothpaste on it. But I sure do have the whitest, cleanest, plaque-free butt you ever seen in your
I
life.
bet it smells great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Davey.
And happy Halloween, boys. I brought y'all some
thank-
Tootsie Rolls.
Oh, thank
Great.
you.
Makes me think of that great song from years ago. Tootsie Roll, Tootsie Roll. Even the country boys like me was into that one. That's
Bet you
good.
did.
Yeah.
Did you open for the 69 boys one time?
I did. And for some reason, the 69 boys always play dinner shows. See if you can pick up on that joke. Anyway, it's good to be here, boys. But I have my
Where do you go? Go ahead, Davey.
Well, I have my new 8-track coming. I'm actually in glasses. Is that all right?
Davey, I haven't seen you in glasses.
Well, Lord. You probably read online where I got kicked by that mule.
I did not.
Yeah, that was a show we
That
don't.
went viral. You didn't see that?
No, I didn't see that.
I've never seen a mule kick a man, and then while he's down, kick him again.
That's right.
Never seen that.
Now I had never been.
Cursing at her.
I had never been to one of those shows in Tijuana,
No?
and somebody had warned me, don't get a front row seat. Because sometimes they get a little riled up during them donkey shows. So I'm sitting down there in front row, and I said, hell, I can see everything, boys. And I was throwing up my mouth and everything, you know, the way you're supposed to. Some bitch kicked me right in the jaw.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Messed up my vision and everything.
Davey, gosh.
But the new 8-track is coming out.
All right, what you got? What you got on the 8
yeah,
track?
well, the new 8-track, the name of it is Last Horn Flagstaff. We think it's going to do real well. We got the singles coming off it. If You Leave, Can I Come Too? Let's see. Stinks Like a Party. I think that's going to be a big
that'll be good,
club
yeah.
hit.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of them we can probably do some remixes on and stuff. And Ballad of Billy Ray's Youngin', where I basically take a loving look at the skank that Miley Cyrus has become.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that kind of
she's
thing.
not your daughter, you know? So just let her be a
It's a
skank,
little
right?
retrospective.
But just a little something, you know, to maybe just give everybody a different viewpoint of the little whore. You know? That's all it is. But I had heard that y'all have been having a little bit of angst
Yes, we have.
about going on with the Atlanta Falcons. And I always like to do what I can, play what small role I can to hold these things up to a microscope and bring them to the public in a different way. So I wrote a little song that I'd like to do for you guys today.
Well, before you start, I want you to know that everybody knew you were coming today. And I'm a big fan of yours, and I've never had a chance to meet you in person. And this is an honor to have you on our show. I mean, they had no idea. These people were waiting to see you play.
Yeah.
So,
I tell you,
will you hang out and have a drink with us after? Drink at 8?
oh, I've been drinking all day. I've been drinking. I've been here for 3 hours. I'll have a drink, y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be glad to have a drink or 8. And I want to say, I never knew that the law could be so diligent. You know, that's how long has it been since I've been here? It's been years. And the fact that lawman was here with that paperwork to serve me today means that our boys are still on the job. So, you know,
thank God.
all right.
Government's working.
The government is back to work, as much to my chagrin. All right. I wrote a little song called The Big Rock Falcon Mountain.
Big Rock Falcon
Yeah.
Mountain.
Yes, I do. All about the falcon. On the Big Rock Falcon Mountain, they say cuss words a lot. They can't have belts or shoelaces, 'cause they're on suicide watch. Smitty brews but coffee as he watches scouting film. Nolan is as dumb as a beet. Tony dreams he was back in KC on the Big Rock Falcon Mountain.
Ah, Davey.
See where I'm going with that?
Yeah, I
don't you?
hear you. I
That's
hear
right.
you. I'm with you.
On the Big Rock Falcon Mountain, there's injuries every day. They've started mixing cortisone in the tanks of Gatorade. The players scratch their genitals while the coaches scratch their heads. The mail comes in a big old truck. Every letter they read says, "Damn, you guys suck," on the Big Rock Falcon
Falcon
Mountain.
Mountain.
It's catchy.
Yeah, it really is.
You like that, don't you?
It really is. This is almost like Rise Up. You know what I mean? This is gonna be.
Yo, that song
Get-
sucks. On the Big Rock Falcon Mountain, they practice falling down and running to the sidelines after going 3 and out. The defense has the day off like they do for every game. They're calling their agent saying, "Oh dear, sweet mother of God, get me out of here," on the Big Rock Falcon Mountain. On the Big Rock Falcon Mountain.
That's a hell of a tune.
Thank you, fellas. I appreciate you very
Are we
much.
going? Are we going? Are we saying goodbye to everybody?
You want me to say goodbye to everybody?
Are we doing it?
I think, you know what I sense in our future? An
Big
edit.
things.
An edit. That's what I'm sensing right
See
about
you,
now.
everybody.
Let's drink.